So welcome to another video from Rideshare Dashboard. So I'm just driving around here in Boston on a Wednesday morning right after the blizzard. You can probably still see some snow on the hood of my car. I'm hoping that'll melt pretty soon. And there's still quite a bit of snow on top of my car. I know I'm going against my own blog post about a couple days ago about clearing off the top of your car. There's just way too much snow. Not for me to clear, but you could see some of these streets are ultra narrow, so I thought I could spread out the snow over the highway or something like that. If I could find a clear space and maybe in a parking lot or something, I'll sure to clear off some of it just to get some of the bigger pieces off. But you can see how the roads are. I just slipped a little bit making that right turn, but these are the primary roads. You could probably make out that snow parking or snow emergency signs bright red on the right side. So this road looks pretty clear, just only because of the fact that it's a snow emergency and that they're keeping all the cars clear of it and just trying to get some snow off. So you can still see some people are walking in the middle of the street only because there's really nowhere else to walk in some places. There's probably an Uber car right there driving around in these conditions. So generally I don't really take this way, but I know that this particular street here is a major throughway, so I'll know that it's clear. So most of the secondary streets don't look too good right now, or rather they're hit or miss. You can still see a ton of plow trucks roaming around the city. They're mostly private tow trucks towing or plowing private driveways and things like that. So, or they're driving to, plow like a sidewalk or something like that manually with shovels. But most of the time they have snow blowers. I've seen a couple of larger not pickup trucks, but flatbed trucks, those mini ones, with snow blowers and things like that. You could see that the snow is piled up fairly high. Over there it's at least probably 3.5 feet. That's not nearly as bad as I've seen it though. Definitely seen it piled higher. Some people still try and clear their driveways. A lot of people probably did it manually. You can see kind of solid sheer walls in terms of a pathway. That's definitely a snow blower. There's no way you'd be able to do that with a shovel. You can still see some people shoveling into the street, which is not recommended, but sometimes there's just really no option there. They just pile it up high, nice and high. This is par for the course in terms of a storm this size. You see only a portion of the street is blocked, which is actually not too terrible actually, but you're gonna lose at least 1 or 2 feet on each side because of the extra snow pack. I'm not sure if there's gonna be any more plow trucks coming through some of these streets. I don't think so, but this is probably as good as it looks. I know that periodically, at least in Boston, I don't know in Cambridge where I'm driving right now, if they're gonna come back around and start physically taking away some of the snow. So what they'll do is they'll get some snow blowers or things, or a couple of crew with shovels, and they'll start digging out piles like this. I know they're gonna start hitting bus stops and around fire hydrants. You could see a front loader right there. That's a common occurrence here. You can see him just taking out a bucket of snow. But you can see some people are walking with shovels. That's a new one. He's probably just going to his car. The sidewalk's completely blocked right now. You can see that they haven't even plowed any part of it. Some people have. Some people, you can see, if they're pretty neat, they probably shovel throughout the storm. So not much of it accumulated. But most of these roads look pretty decent. Some of the secondary roads are still pretty bad. I barely got out of mine. There's probably about 6 inches worth of snowpack on one side. I was afraid that I was going to start slipping, but I carried enough momentum through and just kind of, brute force my way through it, and not too high of a speed. You can still see that plow truck up ahead just going through again, trying to clear off a little bit of the road. I'm sure they'll be going through every single road once or twice today, just try to widen the road a little bit. But luckily it's staying frozen, so it's not going to melt and then turn into ice. Then it'll be next to impossible to move most of this snow. So I'm hoping you enjoy this little video kind of showing what happens when 24 inches of snow drops into a city, especially in these narrow roads over here. Out in Boston with big avenues like Commonwealth, Boylston Street, they're probably going to be dealing with it a little bit better. The streets are quite a bit wider, but some of the squares like Copley Square or Kenmore Square, those are going to be in big trouble without large pieces of equipment because there's just so much snow in the square, and then there's just nowhere to put it because it's in crowded business areas. So in those particular places, they're going to go in with a large front loader, probably one of the biggest ones you've probably seen, and go and move snow into trucks and hauling them out. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to subscribe or like this video, and hopefully I'll take a couple of more later today, just to kind of gloss over what the driving conditions are after the blizzard of 2015 here in Boston.